In the dark heart of Mexico, during the 1950s and early 1960s, an unspeakable nightmare was unfolding in the seemingly quiet town of San Francisco del Rincón, Guanajuato. Two sisters, Delfina and Maria de Jesús González, ran a brothel that concealed horrors beyond the wildest imaginations. Known as Las Poquianchis, these women were at the center of one of the most gruesome criminal cases in Mexican history. Delfina and Maria de Jesús González, born in Jalisco, Mexico, grew up in abject poverty under the oppressive shadow of their abusive father. Desperate to escape their dire circumstances, they opened brothels across Guanajuato and Jalisco. However, beneath the facade of a legitimate business lurked a sinister operation. Together with their sisters Carmen and María Luisa, they turned their establishments into hellish prisons for young women. Their reign of terror came to light in January 1964. Acting on a tip, police raided their main ranch, Rancho El Angel, and unearthed a macabre scene. Over 91 bodies, including women, men, and fetuses, were found buried in shallow graves. The victims were predominantly young women, lured with promises of employment, only to be forced into prostitution, drugged, and subjected to brutal treatment. The González sisters' method was chillingly systematic. They placed help-wanted ads to recruit unsuspecting girls, promising them jobs as maids or waitresses. Once ensnared, the girls were forced into prostitution, kept drugged with heroin or cocaine, and subjected to relentless abuse. Those who became ill, unattractive, or defiant met a grisly end. Even male customers with too much money were not spared. They were murdered and their bodies disposed of in mass graves. In January 1964, Catalina Ortega, a former captive, managed to escape and alert the authorities. The police, acting on her information, raided the ranch and arrested the sisters. The subsequent trial was a media sensation, exposing the full extent of their atrocities. Former prostitutes testified against them, revealing tales of rape, murder, extortion, and even satanic rituals. The González sisters were each sentenced to 40 years in prison. Delfina González died in prison in 1968, killed accidentally by a falling bucket of cement. Maria de Jesús completed her sentence and disappeared from public view, her fate unknown. María Luisa, known as Eva the Leggy One, died in her cell in 1984. Carmen had died earlier, in the late 1950s. The legacy of Las Poquianchis is one of terror and brutality, a dark chapter in Mexican history that serves as a grim reminder of the depths of human depravity. Las Poquianchis brothels were a nightmarish trap for countless young women. Once lured by the promise of employment, they were trapped, drugged, and forced into prostitution. The sisters' cruelty knew no bounds. They kept their victims malnourished and in constant fear. Those who tried to escape or became too ill to work were met with a brutal fate. They were beaten to death, starved, or worse, buried alive. Even unborn babies were not spared, as the sisters forced abortions upon pregnant victims and buried the fetuses in their grim backyard. The trial of the González sisters exposed the grotesque extent of their crimes. The courtroom was filled with shocking testimonies from survivors who described the unspeakable tortures they endured. The media frenzy surrounding the trial only amplified the horror, as the public learned of the sisters' sadistic rituals and the sheer number of their victims. The González sisters, who had once ruled their empire of terror with an iron fist, now faced justice, their empire reduced to a macabre memory. Today, the ruins of Rancho El Angel stand as a chilling reminder of the atrocities committed by Las Poquianchis. The story of these sisters serves as a warning of the darkness that can lurk behind seemingly innocent facades. Their tale is one of horror, cruelty, and unimaginable evil. A testament to the victims who suffered under their reign, and a stark reminder of the depths of human depravity. May the memory of those who perished at the hands of Las Poquianchis never be forgotten. This was the story of Las Poquianchis, the most infamous sisters in Mexican criminal history. Their crimes left an indelible mark on the nation, a horrifying example of the evil that can lurk behind closed doors. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more creepy content. If you dare,